May I have my tea now, Aunt Lily? In a minute, Marilyn. Soon as the whistling tea kettle boils.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, fantastic! Yes, really great!
Still jerking the wrist.
They haven't said much about the meaning of life so far, have they?
I am death. Well, that's cast rather a gloom over the evening, hasn't it?
What do you think the next bit will be, then? Caption, I expect.
It's Beyond Dealing, classic British film comedy, starting with Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, tonight at 10.
Now and for this Tuesday afternoon, let's find out who's playing 15 to 1.
Frank Reed from Southsea in Hampshire, Tony Slade from Little Lever in Lancashire, Andrew Cousin from Grangemouth in Stirlingshire, Derek Law from Sidcup in Kent, Frank Walker from Stockport in Cheshire, Richard Ryan from Burnley in Lancashire, Jerry Curtis from Westcliff-on-Sea in Essex, Tony Jeffries from Rington in Avon, Mark Lawley from Wolverhampton, Catherine Heaney from Blackpool, Rob Robertson from Crediton in Devon, Tony Salters from Wellingborough in Northamptonshire, Michael Bromfield from Stowell in Somerset, Anne McClenahan from Crumlin in County Antrim, and Ken Armstrong from Hartlepool in Cleveland are all here to play 15 to 1, introduced by William G. Stewart.
Thank you. Hello. Our previous winner is Jerry Curtis at number 7, who won last time with a score of 111. Welcome back, Jerry. 21 programmes behind us, and so far only 2 previous winners on the finals board. There it is. Thomas Dyer near the top looks safe for the grand final, but Matt Durkin in joint 12th position looks vulnerable. But today's target is Keith Lewis and his score of 72. Let's see if there's a grand finalist standing behind me today. 2 questions each in the first round, 1 correct answer from you to survive, ladies and gentlemen. And the first question goes to Frank Reed from Southsea in Hampshire. Are you ready, Frank?
I am.
In which 18th century war did battles take place at Bunker Hill, Brandywine Creek and Stono Ferry?
The American War of Independence.
Indeed. Tony, look at this. Philately. In the notation used by stamp collectors, what is indicated by that symbol?
Used.
Unused. Andrew, please. Food and drink. What is a bagel?
Don't know, I'm sorry.
It's a hard, ring-shaped bread roll. Common mainly in America. Derek, please. Music. What geographical feature is the popular name for Mendelssohn's Hebrides Overture?
Finkel's Cave.
Frank, please. The protest group Lynx, L-Y-N-X, campaigns mainly against what?
Animal rights.
I will take it. The answer on my card says the commercial use of animal furs, but yes, OK. Richard, please. The name given to the Lord Chancellor's ceremonial seat in the House of Lords.
The Woolsack.
It is. Jerry, to which of the 4 seasons does the adjective vernal relate?
Spring.
It does, Jerry. Tony, Ludlow Castle, Wenlock Priory and Boscobel House are all in which English county?
Gwent.
Shropshire. Mark, if something is described as unciform, U-N-C-I-F-O-R-M, what shape is it?
Flat.
Hook-shaped. Catherine, please. The seats of the Dukes of Marlborough is Blenheim Palace. What is their family name?
Spencer Churchill.
It is indeed. Rob? A sackbut, S-A-C-K-B-U-T, sackbut, was a medieval form of which brass instrument?
Trumpet.
Trombone. Tony? The name, please, of the city-state which fought against Athens in the Peloponnesian War of 431 to 404 BC.
I don't know, sorry.
Sparta. Michael, the name, please, of the infectious disease which comes from the Italian meaning bad air.
Typhoid.
Malaria. Anne, the name, please, of the type of mammal which is derived from the Latin word for purse.
Marsupial?
Yes, Ken. If an insect is described as xylophagus, on what would it feed?
Blood.
Wood.
Wood.
And Frank, your second question. Which journalist, writer and television presenter was the Labour Member of Parliament for Birmingham All Saints from 1964 to 74 and Birmingham Ladywood from 1974 to 77?
Don't know.
Brian Walden. Tony, please. Which singer-actress, born Sally Olwen in 1934, entertained the troops as a child singer during World War II and had a record in the charts as recently as 1988?
Vera Lynn.
Petula Clark. Andrew, please. Literature, Sir Walter Scott. His hero, universally known as Ivanhoe. What was Ivanhoe's Christian name?
Don't know.
Wilfred. He's Sir Wilfred of Ivanhoe. Derek, please. Films. Often seen on film credits. With which aspect of filming are the gaffer and best boy involved?
The cameras.
Lighting. Frank, please. Religion. On which day is the 3-hour service held in Church of England churches from noon until 3 o'clock celebrated?
Palm Sunday.
Good Friday. Richard. Which legendary king fought his last battle at Camlann, spelt C-A-M-L-A-N-N, against his nephew Mordred, in which they were both slain?
King Arthur.
Jerry. Mathematics. Prime numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Which number comes next?
17.
Tony. The ancient world. Which ancient capital of Egypt shares its name with a city in Tennessee in the United States?
Ramesses.
Memphis. Mark, please. The Marchioness of Pembroke was beheaded in 1536. By what name is she better known?
Lady Jane Grey.
Anne Boleyn. Catherine. The World Meteorological Organization has 2 world area forecasting centres, one in Washington, D.C. in America, the other in which Berkshire town in England?
Andover.
Bracknell. Rob. Formed in the mid-18th century, what name was given to the first organised law enforcement agency in London?
Peelers.
The Bow Street Runners. Tony. Numbers. To which ordinal number does the adjective tertiary relate?
Third.
Yes, it does. Michael. An annual procession at Canterbury Cathedral on the 29th of December commemorates what event that took place on that date in 1170 AD?
The death of Thomas a Becket?
Yes, indeed, the murder of he. And the New Testament. Who was St. Paul's companion on his second missionary journey and the addressee of 2 of his epistles? Timothy. Ken, please. The official transfer of the Parliament of Australia to the new capital of Canberra took place in 1927. In which city was it immediately prior to that?
Sydney.
Melbourne. And that is 6 down, 9 to go. Laura, please.
And they are Tony Slade, Andrew Cousin, Tony Jeffries, Mark Lawley, Rob Robertson and Ken Armstrong. And the remaining 9 contestants, 2 still have their 3 lives intact.
You look lonely out there, Frank.
I sure do.
You face the first question. An incorrect answer will cost you one of those 2 lives, and I'll move all the way along to Derek. Give me a correct answer and we can start nominating. Are you ready?
Yes.
What name is the connection between a boot, a duke and New Zealand?
Wellington.
A number, please.
Number 4.
Derek, what in English grammar is an antonym, spelled A-N-T-O-N-Y-M?
The word the opposite of another.
Exactly, that's what it is. A number, please.
7.
Jerry, where are the only wild monkeys found in Europe?
The Rock of Gibraltar.
A number, please.
Number 12.
Tony, what name links a famous 17th, 18th century architect, a small songbird and a branch of the Royal Naval Service?
Wren.
A number, please.
Number 6, please.
English law, Richard. Piscary, spelt P-I-S-C-A-R-Y, is a right concerning what?
Sorry, I don't know.
Fishing in another's waters. Again, please.
Number 4, please.
Derek, the name, please, of the stone found in Egypt in 1799 that enabled Jean-Francois Champollion to decipher Egyptian hieroglyphics.
I don't know.
The Rosetta Stone. Again, please.
Number 10, please.
Catherine, the art, ballet. The name, please, of the British prima ballerina who celebrated her 80th birthday in December of last year.
Alicia Markova.
A number, please, Catherine.
7, please.
Jerry, By what name are the states of Estonia, Lithuania and Latvia known collectively?
The Balkan states.
The Baltic states. Catherine, please, again.
1, please.
Frank, in the title of an operetta by Franz Lehar, who is Hannah Glavari?
The Merry Widow.
She is, Frank. A number, please.
Number 7.
Jerry, the 1941 film Citizen Kane, starring Orson Welles, was reputedly largely based on the life of which American newspaper proprietor? William Randolph Hearst. Again, please, Frank.
Number 6.
Richard, sport. In which team sport have the most recent Olympic champions been Hungary in 1968, Poland in 72, East Germany in 76, Czechoslovakia in 1980, France in 84 and the Soviet Union in 88?
Olympic football.
Indeed. A number, please.
14, please.
Sport again, please, Anne. In which sport do England and Scotland compete each year for the Calcutta Cup?
Rugby.
Rugby union. A number, please.
Number 5.
Frank, which 19th century Irish political leader was brought down because of a liaison with a lady called Catherine O'Shea, the wife of a political colleague? Charles Stewart Parnell. Again, please, Anne.
6.
Mathematics, Richard. What fraction of a circle is an octant?
An eighth.
A number, please.
12, please.
Tony, hobbies. Tegestology, which is spelt Tegestology, is the study and collection of what, found mainly in public houses?
Beer mats.
It is. A number, please.
Number 4, please.
Derek, the name, please, taken from the French for eyeglasses that are held in place by means of a clip over the bridge of the nose.
Lorgnette.
Pince-nez is the word. Again, please.
Number 13, please.
Michael, what does it mean if someone is declared a vexatious litigant?
They are instigating a claimant out of ill feeling.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. You're on the right track, so I'll take it. In fact, it means that they're barred from starting a legal action without the permission of a court because they keep doing exactly what you just said. That complicated answer. Now give me a number.
Number 5, please.
Frank, what is named after the soldier, General Sir Samuel James Brown, VC, who died in 1901?
Sam Brown Belt.
Indeed it is. A number, please, Frank.
12.
Tony, Mount Elbrus, spelt E-L-B-R-U-S, Elbrus, is the highest peak in Europe. In which country is it?
Italy.
The USSR, in Georgia. Again, please.
13.
Michael, which 20th century English philosopher received the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1950 and was later president of the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament? Bertrand Russell. Again, please.
14.
Motor racing, this is Anne. Which famous Italian race began in 1927 and was last held in 1957? It was discontinued after a disastrous accident.
No, I'm sorry.
It's the Mille Miglia. Again, please.
7.
Jerry, the Bishop of Wakefield, Dr. David Hope, was named in February of this year as the successor to Dr. Graham Leonard. In which diocese?
London.
A number, please, Jerry.
Number 1.
Frank, the United Nations. There are 5 permanent members of the Security Council. The United States and the United Kingdom are 2. 2 of the other 3, please.
China, France,
yes,
and Russia.
and the Soviet Union.
Yes.
A number, please.
Number 7.
Jerry, which word, coined by Sir Horace Walpole and taken from the title of a Persian fairy tale, means the ability to make fortunate discoveries by accident?
I don't know.
Serendipity. Again, please, Frank.
Number 5.
Frank, what nickname was created in 1958 by the political cartoonist Vicky for the then Prime Minister Harold Macmillan?
Supermac.
A number, please, Frank.
Number 1.
Frank, the members of which profession could most be described as being histrionic?
Actress or actresses?
Yes.
Yes, actors.
A number, please.
Number 14.
Anne, what is the alternative and more common name for the Flavian Amphitheatre in Rome?
The Colosseum.
A number, please.
Number 5.
Frank, which astrological sign is represented by a pair of scales?
Libra.
A number, please.
Number 10.
Catherine, Which West Country English city has districts called St Paul's and St George's?
Bristol.
A number, please, Catherine.
5, please.
Frank. The holder of which position is the official representative of the House of Commons to the Sovereign?
Lord Privy Seal.
No, the Speaker of the House. Again, please, Catherine.
13, please.
Michael. Law. In connection with protecting the countryside, what is a TPO?
Town Planning Officer.
It's a tree preservation order. Again, please.
12, please.
Tony, some talk of Alexander and some of Hercules, of Hector and Lysander, and such great names as these. They are the first lines of which popular English song?
I don't know.
The British Grenadiers. Again, please, Catherine.
14, please.
Anne, Sir Francis Chichester's famous round-the-world voyage ended in 1967. In which English port?
Portsmouth.
Plymouth. That is 12 down, 3 to go, and after the break, Frank Reed from Southsea in Hampshire, Richard Ryan from Burnley in Lancashire, and Catherine Heaney from Blackpool, also in Lancashire, will be here for the final. Please join us.
My garden grows into a complete reference work, adding colour all year round. My Garden, out now from Marshall Cavendish.
The big day. The bad start to the big day. Fortunately, there's LensCrafters, where quality glasses can be made for him nearly always in about an hour and under one roof. Vital in some cases. LensCrafters, quality glasses crafted in about an hour. Sadly, not everything is so predictable. LensCrafters, quality crafted glasses in about an hour.
You sure you said Tuesday, not Wednesday?
Well, there are only 10 minutes opening. Have you ever been to a harvester before? Come on and you can help yourself to whatever you like from the salad cart.
You sure we said Tuesday, not Wednesday?
Harvester, a good idea for a Tuesday, or a Wednesday, or a Thursday.
I've discovered a way of making a feast of my fish. Take a tasty sauce, sandwich it between prime white fish fillet and crunchy crumb, and there you have it. Bird's eye fish feasts. With cheese or garlic butter sauce.
Temptingly thick, even more frantically fruity, and as ludicrously low in fat as ever. Shape yogurt from Santaibo. You'll be surprised how easy it is to get into shape.
In the world of Whirlpool, there's a new fridge freezer that prolongs the life of fresh food. Circulating cold, fresh air, it creates 4 perfect temperature zones. One for freezing, one for meat and fish, another for salad, another for dairy produce. And neither fridge nor freezer ever need defrosting. The Whirlpool fridge freezer with fresh air. Together, Philips and Whirlpool bring quality to life.
This car is rather special. It has special wheels with low-profile tires, special paintwork, even on the door mirrors, special seat trim, adjustable steering column, tachometer, even a rear spoiler. And the price? That can't be right.
Shopaholics, this woman's amazing story. EastEnders, why it is so different in real life, and free our fabulous fragrance.
The 3 surviving contestants in today's 15-to-1 final are Frank Reed, a retired construction engineer from Southsea in Hampshire. His interests include DIY, walking and gardening, but only, he claims, in small doses. Richard Ryan, a self-employed joiner from Burnley in Lancashire. He also enjoys DIY and working on his home, and his other pastime is listening to music. And Catherine Heaney, a local government officer from Blackpool. In her spare time, she enjoys reading, listening to all forms of music, and taking part in quizzes.
Thank you. Welcome back. And now, Frank, Richard and Catherine, you know that the number of lives you had left at the end of round 2 formed part of your final score, and it was 2 each. And remember, a winning score above 72 is required for a place on the finals board. So if you put your fingers on the buzzers, we'll make a start. Here we go. Sailing. Under what circumstances did New Zealand hold the America's Cup from March 1989 until September in the same year? Frank?
They disputed the winning of the cup by the other country, America, I think.
And how did they get the cup, is what I asked you.
By re-racing.
No, in fact, they were awarded the cup by a New York federal court, and the decision was later reversed.
Okay.
Fingers on the buzzers, please. In the United Kingdom, the Earl Marshal is a hereditary post held by the Dukes of... Catherine?
Norfolk.
At 6 o'clock, the hands of a clock form 2 equal angles. What angles? Frank?
180.
William Shakespeare. In which play is a handkerchief dropped by the wife of the eponymous hero the ultimate cause of her death? Richard?
Othello.
And a very sad story it is. What in London are the Palace, Her Majesty's, the Queen's, the... Frank?
Theatres.
They are the Prince of Wales, the Duke of York, the Duchess and the Royalty. Edo, 1907. Interlingua, 1903. Novial, 1928. And Esperanto, 1887. The connection, please. They are all artificial languages. Sport. 2 English rugby union teams, Bristol and Leicester, do not wear numbers on their backs. What do they wear? Rather strangely, letters of the alphabet. Until 1918, the Hohenzollerns were the ruling family... Catherine?
Prussia. Germany.
Yes, I will take it. In fact, it's Imperial Germany. Since the Prince of Wales, later George IV, in 1785, 2 other British monarchs have married commoners. Edward VIII was one. Who was the other? Frank?
Duke of Kent.
George VI, the present Queen Mother, is a commoner, or was a commoner. Often seen in depictions of the crucifixion. What do the initials INRI stand for, Catherine?
Jesus of Nazareth, King of the Jews.
You have 3 correct answers. The choice is yours. Question or nominate?
Nominate Frank.
Frank, the family name, please, of the newspaper proprietor brothers, later Viscounts Northcliffe and Rothermere.
Beaverbrook.
Harmsworth. Catherine, the choice is still yours. Question or nominate?
Nominate.
Richard, which London football team plays their home games at Stamford Bridge?
Chelsea.
Question or nominate?
Nominate, please.
Catherine, named the Sandwich Islands by Captain James Cook after he discovered them in 1788. What are they now called?
The Hawaiian Islands.
Question or nominate?
Nominate.
The American composer John Adams wrote an opera based on an American president's visit to Mao Zedong in China in 1972. Which president?
Nixon.
Yes, it's called Nixon in China. Question or nominate?
Question, please.
Which member of the royal family, married to one of the royal dukes, is a direct descendant of Oliver Cromwell?
Sarah Ferguson.
Catherine Worsley, the Duchess of Kent. Fingers back on the buzzers, please. In John Fowles' novel, The Collector, what does the collector collect? Richard?
Protection money.
Butterflies. Fingers still on the buzzers, please. Which British fashion designer revolutionised women's fashions from her boutique Bazaar in the 1960s? Catherine?
Mary Quant.
Question or nominate?
Nominate.
Richard, if a male member of the House of Commons wishes to raise a point of order while voting is taking place after a debate, what must he do?
Puts a top hat on.
Yes, he wears a hat. Question or nominate?
Nominate.
Catherine, what is the ultimate goal of the Buddhist faith reached by Buddha whilst meditating beneath a sacred bo tree?
Nirvana.
Question or nominate?
Nominate.
How does the American or common opossum defend itself against predators?
Spitting.
By playing dead. Now, Catherine, let's see what we can make of this. You have 62 points, your 3 lives intact, 20 questions still available. Somewhere I make that, what, 292 points available. Something around 150 or 160 would be healthy. Are you ready? Which famous 325-voice choir was formed over 100 years ago in Salt Lake City in Utah?
The Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
What is the significance of Ford's Theatre, Washington, in American history? Abraham Lincoln was assassinated there. Which author wrote the children's books The BFG and Danny, Champion of the World?
Roald Dahl.
Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, a 16th century play. In the latter half of the 17th century, in fact in 1683, a Prince of Denmark married a future Queen of England. Which queen? Queen Anne. If a woman is described as non-parous, spelled N-O-N-P-A-R-O-U-S, what does that mean?
She has no children.
Well, she hasn't had any children yet, yes. Althorp House, the Castle at Fotheringay and Rockingham Castle are all in which Midland county?
Northamptonshire.
The classic ballet practice position with back erect and knees bent is known as what?
A plie.
The griffin, or griffin, is a mythical beast with the head and wings of an eagle and the body of which animal?
A lion.
Near Heathrow Airport and visible on a clear day from the windows of aircraft landing and taking off, what are the King George VI, the Raspberry and the Queen Mother?
Hills.
Reservoirs. Well, there you are, Catherine. Your winning score of 122 finds you a place on the finals board in joint 9th position. And there you are, Catherine Healy, joint 9th, 122. Let me just tell you that that score, I think, would twice in the first 6 series of 15 to 1 have found you a place in the grand final. So you have chances. And that's us for today. We'll be back same time tomorrow, 4:30, Channel 4. Please join us.
Right, do you know these women? Look familiar, don't they? They should. They're the same woman, Josie Lawrence. You may have seen her, probably Friday nights on Channel 4. Take a look at this video. Don't be fooled by the accomplice. Rumour has it that for her next job, she's on her own. No stranger to improvisation, she's an expert in acting her way out of a tricky situation.
I can't stand this place a moment longer!
So keep them peeled tomorrow night, 10:30, Channel 4. And remember, comedy. It's a serious business.
Bruce Pearson captures birds, not in cages, but in his paintings and sketches. Birdscape is a new series of 6 guides by this unique wildlife artist to the birds' treasures and their threatened habitat.
Are you good enough to enter the crystal maze?
Match your mettle and test your tenacity. In the action-adventure show at 8:30.
Pathetic.
Thursday on 4.
8 youngsters get their marching orders next this afternoon when Mick Scarlett sets them the challenge of organising for themselves a day out in Dunkirk. Beat that.
You sure you said Tuesday, not Wednesday?
Well, there are only 10 minutes opening. Have you ever been to a harvester before? Come on and you can help yourself to whatever you like from the salad cart.
You sure we said Tuesday, not Wednesday?
Harvester, a good idea for a Tuesday, or a Wednesday, or a Thursday.
I can't see. What's he doing?
It takes time to prepare the ingredients for an irresistible chicken tikka.
What do you think of this one?
It takes time to put all the finishing touches to a mouth-watering lasagna. Time, you'll be pleased to hear, you don't have to spend.
Oh, thanks, love. I hope you two made yourselves useful today.
We've been helping Mum around the garden.
Menu Master. A taste of freedom.
2, 3, 4, 5. Don't look it. 6, 7, 8. Running up the tree. Yeah. 9. I saw it first. So did I. 9. 9 and a half. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, come on!
You'll never grow old in Golden Wonderland.
And now, variations on a theme of deliciously different dairy foods from Muller. Muller Fruit Corner is, of course, a masterpiece. A generous measure of thick, creamy yogurt on the left, coupled with a bright, cheerful, separate section of real fruit on the right. Very clever. A unique combination. You must try these famous Fruit and Crunch corners for yourself. Altogether, a pastoral symphony by Muller.
I have given a name to my pain.
Just one of the premier films on Sky Movies Plus. Subscribe now and for only $14.99 per month, turn your home into a cinema. 2 great movie channels with a choice of up to 24 different films a day.
Wait till they get a load of me.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Meet The Simpsons on Sky One.
Prepare to be dazzled.
Contact your local dealer now for special offers on Sky equipment and installation. You can receive 5 Sky channels and enjoy a whole new world of television.
Gotcha, man.
For every cat that enjoys life to the full, Kitty Cat presents 2 great new choices. New tender chunks in gravy. Satisfyingly meaty to the very last tasty mouthful. And for even more variety, Kitty Cat's new crunchy meals. Now Kitty Cat provides so many tempting choices, a cat hardly knows where to begin. The new Kitty Cat.
All over the world, Whirlpool fridges, ovens, dishwashers and washing machines bring quality to life. Whirlpool.
Collect the tokens from 10 Twix packs and you'll enjoy thick chocolate, creamy caramel, crunchy biscuit and £1 off your next 10 Twix.
A new series of Listening Eye begins this afternoon at 5:30, looking at the needs of deaf children and their parents. First on 4, Mick Scarlett puts 8 young people on the spot in Beat That.
Hi, this is Beat That, and that's exactly what this programme is all about. Each week I'll be presenting a team of kids with a problem that they have to beat. They'll be given a time limit and very little help from me. So, let's see if this week's team can beat that.